When a man tells us they don't want anything serious, like, we got to start believing them. We're not the exception. We're not the one that's just going to change their mind. I mean, it's possible, but more than likely it's not. If he's going and telling you he don't want no relationship, he chilling, that's what he want. Stop hanging around thinking, oh, he just need to see how great I am. Um, Once he hang out with me some more, he'll want to make things official. He not. Believe him when he said he didn't want nothing serious. Okay, you letting him come over is not going to make him catch stronger feelings. You sleeping with him definitely ain't gonna do that. He's definitely not gonna be hooked after that. He's gonna be hooked for the sex and not you. I mean, that's just reality. Hey guys, I missed y'all. I hope y'all missed me. I know I took a break, but I had to get my mind right, I had to get myself together, but I'm back and let's get into it. Alright, so I feel like everybody has that one person that they always go back to. Even when things didn't work out the first time, even when things didn't work out the second time, it didn't work out the third time, but you still want to keep going back. I don't know what it is, but like, we stay trying to trick ourselves thinking that this next time is going to be different. Maybe if I do this, things will turn out this way. Okay, I got to stop doing this, and then he'll come around. It's not going to be different. It be the same every time. Every time you go back, it be the same, don't it? It'll be cool for a little minute. The first 2-3 weeks, maybe. A month tops. And then what? It start going back down. Things start going back downhill. You start having the same problems that you had the first time. He still don't want to commit. He still want to do his thing. He still can't give you an idea of where the relationship is going. But we keep going back. Then we think we're doing something by cutting them off. Stop answering texts. Throwing subliminals on social media, hoping he get the picture when he don't care. And then once we get lonely or things don't work out with the person we call ourselves replacing him with, once that don't work out, we go right back. Then we send that text, hey, how you been? I would love to see you. I miss you. And it's just setting ourselves up for failure. What I realize I do, because I definitely do this, and I've had a couple, not just one, I hold on to the fantasy of the person instead of what I'm actually seeing from them. And I know I'm not the only one. Like, I feel like we got to start asking ourselves, what do we like about these men that we can't seem to let go of? What do you really, like, think in your head right now? I know you got that one person that you still holding on hope for. What do you like about him? What are you hoping to get out of the situation? Do you really feel like things are going to be different the next time around? Or this time around if you're going through it right now? What kind of qualities does he have that you would want in a partner? Has he shown you things that you didn't get before from anybody else? We got to start asking ourselves these questions, because a lot of times we think we like somebody, but we like the idea of him. We like the idea of having somebody finally, having somebody to call at night, having somebody to lay up with and go out with on the weekends, getting our needs met. But do you really know this guy? Have you really, like, vibing is one thing. You can Netflix and chill with anybody. You can go grab dinner with anybody. But have you really gotten to know this person? Have you opened up to them? Do you know about their childhood? Do you know about where they're from? Do you know about their goals, what they're trying to accomplish? Like, what are you holding on to? What are you attached to? What makes you want this person so bad? Especially when things haven't worked out in the past. And you keep falling off, being inconsistent, playing hot and cold, sending you mixed signals. What is it that makes you want to keep going back? It's the void. You just want someone so bad that anybody will do. You have your idea, okay, this is how I want to feel in a relationship, this is how I want it to be. And the minute somebody come along and make you laugh a little bit, make you feel pretty, boost your head up, tell you what you want to hear, all of a sudden you want them as your man. When you really think about it, you probably didn't even take the time to really get to know who you're dealing with. And that's what I think the problem is. A lot of times we jump into relationships, or we jump into sexual relationships, and feel like, okay, we want this person, but really it's our mind playing tricks. It's our mind making us think that we actually like them more than we really do. Because I know I have plenty of guys like that I dated in the past, and I was disappointed when things didn't work out. But when I really looked back, it wasn't nothing in that person that I couldn't find in somebody else. And I think that's how we gotta look at things. We hold on to this one person when there's so many men out here. And men sure have their options, okay? They make sure they have their options. They not sticking around if they not happy. And that's period. We the only ones that be trying to stick things out and make things work. And it's like, for what? I realized that, like I said, I had this idea of how I wanted a relationship to be. And I just plug whatever person I meet into that story, that fantasy. And then I trick myself into thinking I like the person when really it's just my mind. I just plugged them in. Like I said, they look good, check. All right, you up next. Let me see how this work out. And that's the mistake, because we don't take into account what we're going to be putting ourselves through if we deal with that person. Yeah, they might look good, they might tell you what you want to hear, they might make you laugh, y'all have a good time, whatever. But, do they actually know how to love you? Are they emotionally available to receive that? Are they secure enough in themselves to where, they'll let you have your own life and keep your friends? Will they be secure enough to make sure they give you your space? Will they want to be all up under you all the time? Especially if they're so quick. Maybe you might meet somebody and they are quick to want a relationship. You gotta ask yourself, why do you want to be with me? You've known me for 3 days, a week, and you're sure that you want me to be your girlfriend? Why? What do you know about me that makes you say, all right, that's the one? And vice versa. What do you know about him that after a week you want him to be your man? Come on now. That's a red flag. Because what happens is you get into these relationships so quick because of that, because of the lust in the beginning, the infatuation stage. Then you really get to know the person and realize, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But that's because you didn't take the time to really get to know the person you was dealing with. Start vetting people while you're dating. You don't have to rush into anything. You got plenty of time to actually get to know people. Build a friendship first. Don't be so quick to just, lay up with somebody and call somebody your man. Really pay attention to what you're getting into. If you got kids, find out the relationship between him and his baby mama. Is he really done with that? Is that going to be drama added onto y'all's relationship? Is she going to be jealous because you in the picture now? Do he have a crazy ex that he always run back to when y'all get into fights? Is he going to be consistent in doing the same things he did in the beginning to get you throughout the relationship? Those questions we need to start thinking about while we looking for a partner. We need to stop being scared to walk away when we don't get what we want. Also, I hope you have, before you go on your next date, or even if you're dating somebody right now, write a list of standards, a list of deal breakers, things that you will and will not accept, and stand strong on those. In my previous video about boundaries, I spoke on this, men gonna try you and see what they can get away with in the beginning. It's up to us to set that standard and be willing to walk away if they don't. We can't be given 3 and 4 chances. You know what I'm saying? Once you accepted that first time, it's pretty much gonna keep happening. Because all they know is, okay, she gonna nag a little bit, she gonna talk junk, but she gonna be right on back. And that's the cycle. That's how you keep that going. That's our decision if we accept that type of treatment or not. I really feel like sex plays a major role in our attachment as well. I know this is different for everybody. Some people can do it without catching feelings, but I just feel like it clouds your judgment. It makes you feel closer to the person than you really are. So when you do that early on, you know, a lot of times that's when we start overlooking stuff because we feel like, well, I already gave a piece of myself, so now this gotta work. You are already too overly invested in it. And it's like we hold on to it just to save face, like, no, I can't. I done already gave it up. Like, it's gonna work. You here now. And might need to start holding off. Yeah, we might want it, we might feel that attraction, but it's like, is it really worth it? If you actually want it to be something. Now, if you're doing it just to have fun and to fulfill your needs, that's different. But I feel like if you really want to build something with someone that you're dating, it is best to wait. Even if you do got needs, because it's like, you have to weigh your options, like what's more important? You satisfying that urge tonight, or you actually taking the time to make sure this is somebody that's even worthy of that in the first place? Because even if you got your needs met, like, everybody shouldn't have access to it, you know? Everybody don't deserve our energy. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in our presence. And we got to start getting picky with that. Start making these men prove themselves before you be so quick to open up. Even emotionally, you know, I think we got to be careful with things we disclose, especially talking about past relationships on first dates, because men, you know, manipulative men, they'll take that and use it against you. They jot down notes like, all right. If y'all seen the movie, what's that Tyler Perry movie? The one that just came out. Remember the lady in the movie had asked him like why he was worried about all her past relationships, and he was doing it because he was trying to figure out where her insecurities were. And that's what men do for real. They listen to you talk and go on about how you were hurt and the things you accept and the things you allow, and they be like, all right, so I already know I can get away with this, and this from her. I already know she's desperate for love, so I'm going to tell her exactly what she want to hear to get what I want. Then she'll be hooked, and then I can start doing whatever I want to do because she ain't going to go nowhere. Smarten up, y'all. Head over heart. Let someone earn your intimacy. Let them earn your vulnerability. So, what I want y'all to do, and what I've been doing over these past few days, you know, if you have someone in your life right now, or if you have somebody that, you know, you're separated from that you might want to go back to or be tempted to reach back out to, ask yourself those questions. Why do I really like him? Why do I want him so bad? Especially if he's already shown me that he's not going to be the man that I need him to be. Things not going to be different when you go back. They not. Put your boundaries first. Put yourself first. Don't settle. There's plenty of men out here. I promise you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being patient on my little hiatus. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.